baby girl Trinity. I am back. And I'm not in so much tooth pain, just gum pain, lack of tooth. But hold on, let me adjust my camera. I got ears. I'm gonna keep these ears because they're cute, they're pink, and they're sparkly. Like my hair. Only downside, I don't got sparkles in my hair. So we're going to finish up this first BioShock. And I do hope we can get through it. And I'm going to put a shoot. I'm going to put a link out in my Discord. Okay, so I'm a little earlier on my stream. Which is awesome. So yay me. I think I did that right. Yeah, okay. We're going to go back to this game. And we are going to continue it. Okay. I really hate this camera. It doesn't work right all the time. I gotta get it to adjust right, and then I gotta look. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna continue. I smell pretty. Got my milks. And dentists are sadists. So I'm in my Big Daddy costume. We need to see what I gotta do. What is it I gotta do? What's my stuff I gotta do? What is this? Nope. Escort the little sister. Only a little sister can unlock the doors and the proving grounds so that you can reach Fontaine. Keep her alive as long as you can. If she dies, summon another little sister from any glowing vent by banging on it with your wrench. Okay. So let's go. Is that ours? Yes, that's friendly to us. One thing about being a big daddy I've noticed is the lack of not being able to see your whole screen. Come on, brat.
Hey, Steve. waiting for our kiss.
We're gonna give them the old 1-2.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. I don't think I've ever been called Mr. Bubbles.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste.
Wait, there's... What?
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
You're the one being a slowpoke, kid. Let's go.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Oh boy. Move out the way. This kid.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Angels, my butt.
I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B.
Now she's ready to go to
Time
bed.
to go, Mr. B.
If you get out of my way, kid, maybe I can.
I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to wait. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Oh! Why the hell? Yeah, take it down.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Hop, hop, Mr. B.
Where'd you go, kid?
Better for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness. Keep an eye opening for the slicer.
Next time to hurry, Mr. B. I can see angels dancing in the sky. Good girl. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting. This one is pretty angel.
Fuck!
Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
So the goal of this is basically to, okay, we're gonna use these ones. I gotta get around here. Where the hell's the kid at? Wait, I gotta go this way? Where's she at? Oh crap, I lost her. I lost the kid! Ah! No kidding. Is there a first aid kit in here? That's a lockbox. But I'll take it.
Angels are waiting for kisses.
Angels wait for kisses? Alright.
Time to go, Mr. Oh, I'm ready for dream time, Mr.
Let's
Hurry,
do
Mr.
this.
B.
Cover our tracks.
Angels
There you go.
dancing in the sky. Hop, hop, Mr. B. I'm ready for dream time.
Come on, kid. Let's go.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for us. Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
I'm right here. Come on. She's missing half her life.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Well, you're the one lollygagging, wanting to get at him.
I'm ready for dream time, Mr.
Gun
B.
turrets empty.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Scary little kid.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Go where? Where are we going?
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes.
Where'd she go?
I can play for the fucking scrubs and the fat delicious, but I need more. More! I want spice! There ain't nothing left to spice with!
Fontaine is nearby. You want to take a look?
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels wait.
Magazine rounds, first aid. I think I hit the jackpot. Ooh, what's this? Director's commentary. What?
The illusion of
What?
choice is a thinly
In
veiled dynamic
the
that drives many
back.
single-player gaming experiences. And while many developers
Alright.
spend a lot of time trying to convince players that choice is real and authentic in their games, the truth more often is that choice is a superficial concept in
So
gaming
this
narrative.
is where we get to
BioShock
hear
confronted this
how
idea
the
head-on,
directors
searing
come up
into our
with
minds a
things.
innocuous three-word phrase with an unforgettable new meaning.
Would you
Would you
kindly?
Of course, one of the most memorable moments in the game is the "Would you kindly" phrase and the reveal of how that's been motivating the player throughout the entire game. It's still, to me, one of the most classic kind of narrative moments in games in the past decade. What's interesting about that phrase is that it didn't always start like that. It was also about the evolution
I feel like I
of
need a
sort of
pillow
the
for my butt.
conditioning of the player. And there was once Excelsior was the phrase once.
Yeah, this is. I'm trying to recall some of this.
No,
So
it's
we had
because
the
my
idea,
chair's
we had the
not
underlying
cheap enough.
we knew sort of all the
Don't
events
want to
that would
stay
happen.
high.
There were phrases before there was would you kindly. The notion existed of what it meant
It's
and
all
what it was,
broken.
but he didn't actually have the phrase would you kindly until later. So we had a bunch of terms we threw in there. And like Excelsior was it for one point? That's probably because of my Stan Lee fanboyism.
Was that like sort of throughout the game, or was it been like Excelsior? Just randomly.
There are some things when you're making games you just sort of throw in as like we need
Sounds
something.
cool.
We need
Why don't
something
you head
here.
over there, Excelsior?
And then it sits there
Yeah.
for a year,
Right.
and then all of a sudden you kind of forget it's not good, right? And then until somebody comes along and says, "Dude,
Seriously?
Yeah.
what's
Or you meant
Excelsior?"
it to be like a stub in. You never
Right,
meant
yeah.
to actually gain traction, and then you're like, oh crap.
But that sense of some phrase or word being repeated throughout the game, you wouldn't really realize its meaning
Yes.
until later. That was there very early
the fact that you would have something that seemed like a non-thing and then came back at you like a freight train later on. So it was there from pretty early.
Sit, would you kindly?
Sit, would you kindly?
Stand, would you kindly? Run. Stop.
So
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
So that phrase evolved, but talk about that, the sort of meta narrative of, being in a game, thinking that you have a sense of choice.
So basically,
making
Big Daddies are
decisions,
slaves.
But then obviously realizing that the player also
People
needs to
that they
have
made
choice
into
and decisions in a way
slaves.
that they would react to that. That was, sort of a new idea for a game. Where did that come from on your side, Kevin? Was there sort of a deeper sort of meaning behind it?
no, look, I think I was always interested in the concept. Whether it's Oedipus. Not to get too pointy-headed here, but Oedipus sort of thinking he has, I'm going to leave, the city and go to another city because there's been
If
this
you like
prophecy
the
about me. I'm going to avoid
content,
my fate, and I'm in complete control. And then
feel
finally
free
he's
to
out of control.
follow
To
or hit
Manchurian
that
Candidate,
subscribe
which is
button.
the story I love about
Any
somebody who
donations
who
that
you
are
find out
made
is
go to
just a
better
puppet,
the
living
stream
a
or
life
my
of a man
computer
and
or
Fight Club.
a
I
better
always love
cam or
the
mic.
stories about who am I and what is my
Um,
agency in this world. Because look, we struggle. I think everybody struggles with that.
after I do
How
this
much we really
first
understand,
BioShock,
how
there
much
will
is
be an
involved.
interlude of a different
Parents
game
are
played
never
called
something
League of
completely.
Legends.
So
I'm sure y'all have
that's
heard
like
of
a
that.
natural thing for story, because it came from
I'm
movies,
new
that
to
idea a
League of
lot, right?
Legends. I'm
And
trying it
because
out
there's a lot of
slowly.
hadn't been explored in games really. And games are particularly
But
interesting.
that's something
You
I'm
feel
gonna
like
be
you can really
trying
yeah,
here
yeah.
and there.
And you're really being, most games at different times, you're really just being railroaded in a corridor. It's very easy to underestimate gamers, and I did a little of my own underestimation there, that it would be a little too pointy-headed for people, but people seem to really engage. It's probably because it spoke to an experience they had, a struggle as a gamer they've always had, which is like, I want to control, like, how much control do I really have in this game?
True. And Sean, it was also something that was a great surprise when we played through the game. I'm sure, even for people on the team, did everyone know that when Ken was sort of doing it, or did it was revealed as people played through it?
I think, at some point the entire team knew. It wasn't, it was something that was talked about with a smaller group before, it was brought to the entire team. Early on, when you heard the idea, and it just kind of clicks, right? You're like, okay, like I totally get this.
Did
Like,
people get it? I seem to remember a few people looking at me like I was like a lunatic.
Maybe
That
not the
team goes on
specifics, and
forever.
maybe it's the Excelsior, or maybe we're talking about the
Yeah,
Excelsior
yeah,
time, but the idea that you don't really have choice, and exactly like you said, you played through how many video games, and everybody's game is going to end the same way. You're going to kill these people, you're going to pass through these checkpoints, and you think you have a choice, but ultimately the only real choice is stop playing the game. So the idea that we're kind of like taking that on resonated. Now the actual, like, is it Excelsior, or is it the Latin phrase I forgot, or if it's would you kindly?
See, here's how I remember it, and I could be, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I can remember being so surprised by the outside reaction, because I remember the internal reaction being completely nobody connected or engaged to it. I mean, we worked on it.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of surprised by the outside reaction, because I kind of thought it was like, as I said, it's a bit academic, right?
Yeah.
And it could also be a function of
We're playing it close to the vest.
I could be misremembering it, or it could also just be a function of nobody making the game had the experience of playing it through and getting to that moment.
Yeah,
Like it was revealed to them in advance of really playing it,
Yeah.
so it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah, they had seen it in all its really half-assed, development
and
stages.
out of order.
Yeah, out of order.
And it's not really something you can play test over an afternoon, because it takes a little while to get to that point.
You need to lack the knowledge about what the game is to be able to sort of have that experience all the way through. I know you guys have talked about the idea of Atlas, the voice actor changing, and it was, I guess, very important that you nailed that actor, right, and you trusted that actor until there was sort of the Fontaine reveal and sort of understanding that.
Yeah, trust was everything there, right? And so there was something about either the actor or the writing or the accent that just people immediately said, this guy's no good, right? When the first Atlas we had, because you have to trust this guy, and if there's no trust, there's no punch in the gut. I think we really focused on making him have personal stakes in the story as well, that he had his family trapped, and of course it's all fiction, right? But he had skin in the game. he sort of spoke to you as a friend, and especially because the whole world was so hostile to you. I think it took a while to get that exactly right.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again.
Sean, what do you hope is the kind of lasting legacy of BioShock? 10 years, and it's a lot of things you guys were doing, have sort of become common now, right? With upgrades and moral choices in games and whatnot. But it was really pioneering work a decade ago. When you reflect on it, what do you hope people remember the game for sort of pushing forward?
For me, it's telling a story with the medium and how we used everything available to us to tell that story. We used the environment to set up the backstory of Rapture and really create a sense of space, which I think is vitally important to getting the players to trust that, to sit down and kind of like just be in the space and let these things happen. Even the radio logs, the rudimentary animation that we had at the time. I mean, we really sat down with the tools that we had and at our disposal and tried to tell a meaningful story. Maybe not meaningful, but something that would be memorable to people that they could take away and, like you said earlier, have that water cooler moment where they're excited enough to talk about it after they put the controller down. So for me, I think the legacy is that it was a story well told.
For me, it was a sense of place, being like Rapture's a real thing, even though it's not. It's actually very crude. It's from the time. We're always be crude bunch of polygons and texture maps. It's only the original games went 720, I think, and I played a lot of it when we were testing it on a 14-inch SD television. That it still felt like a sense of place in the music and the characters. That it's a real place, and I think that my memories of the BioShock games is that I take away that Rapture's a real place and most of us a real person. Those are the two sort of big things that stick with me with those two games, and that's sort of what I'll always, carry forward with me in my life.
BioShock is, it's a place, but as we saw with Infinite, I mean, it's an idea, and it's a sort of a type of game. I think a lot of people say, like, oh, this is a. Experience. When you think about your career, where you guys want to go, I mean, that idea of those types of games, do you miss it now that you sort of moved on to other things now, or do you feel like it's sort of you closed that chapter?
I mean, it's always a part of what you do. Like System Shock 2 was a part of BioShock, but it wasn't System Shock 2. You're growing past that and trying out new things. I think BioShock and BioShock Infinite, and even going back to SWAT 4, those will always be a part of my experience as a game developer and what we're trying to do with the medium. So I don't think it's something that you just draw a line and say, we'll never return, because there's always lessons that you can learn and things that you bring with you to the next project that you're working on.
This is the director's commentary cut that you find inside the game, and it tells you how they came up with the ideas for the game.
The goal is to sort of
After I get done playing BioShock Remastered, which is the first BioShock, I will play a little bit of League of Legends, which I'm new to League of Legends. Something I've never played before.
It's always going to be part of our DNA.
Which will be very different for me, because I'm used to using WASD to move, and you use your mouse to move. So this is going to be very interesting. So we'll see how I do on that next game after this one's complete. But I'm almost done with this one.
Drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him.
But this is even. So I can't collect that.
What are you waiting for? Pick up the needle. Here, take this. Stick it in the bad man.
Fontaine wakes them up.
Stick it in the bad man?
Make
Okay.
sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
How much ammo do I have? Let's see. I don't have enough ammo. Do I have enough money for anything? Close.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Close. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Let's go. Let's go beat this bad man. We're going. We're gonna go find Fontaine and beat him up. Saving content.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Oh man, this is the boss battle.
Go! Go now! Hit him with the needle!
With the needle. What needle?
Come on now, kid. You want to get serious?
Stick it into the bad man.
Come and get it!
Ah. Okay, where's the napalm? Whoa!
You little nothing!
Ah! I forgot how I beat this guy last time. Load last saved. Ah. I totally forgot how I beat him last time.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than two. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing. That's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Go now! Hit it with the needle!
I'm not coming. I'm ready for you. Is that all you got?
Ah. I'm trying, kid.
I'll get you.
Shit. First aid. Come on, bother weed, bother weed, bother weed.
You think you got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started.
Oh, what? We can shake this thing. What you got at me now? Oh, wait, what?
You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough moms to watch my back while I recharge. You little...
I'm out of first base. What do I do?
You think it was that easy?
We're gonna electrify him.
I'm ready.
I'm trying, kid. Thanks for the motivation. I just gotta stay alive long enough. Ah! Boss battle! Bring it, biatch! Come on, get you in this water. I got you. Come on, buddy. Come on, get in this water. You know you want to. Come on. Get in this water. Come on. You know you want to. Ah! What just happened? Damn it. Okay, so we know we use freezing to kill to get them done.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub.
Okay.
You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why life is strictly business.
Go now! Hit it with the needle!
Uh, shit. First aid. Damn it. Reload. Oh. F. Okay, so I'm electrified.
I'm ready for you.
No, you ain't. You ain't about this life. Shit. Shit. No, you don't.
I'm gonna cut you into bits.
I need to drain you 4 different times to beat your ass. This time, it's napalm time.
You think I'm alone in this world? Just watch my back while I recharge.
Shit. Kill him. I'm trying. You ain't helping. I got this. I got this. I can do this. I can do this.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Come on now, kid. You want to get serious?
Go! Go now! Hit it with the needle!
Stick it in the beak. The mean guy.
Catch my breath.
No, you don't get to catch your breath.
How long it takes. Alone in this world, I got more than enough moms to watch my back.
Okay, y'all, I think I need a break to collect myself to figure out how the hell I'm gonna beat this giant. So I need to think. I need to think.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub.
I need to think. So the first one he's using fire. Second one he's using ice. Ice and fire don't mix. So if I'm freezing him to beat him at fire, then I should fire him when he's using ice. What beats electricity? Telekinesis? Hmm.
You no more than two. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing. That's why this hurts. You think you got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started. You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough moms to watch my back while I recharge. I'll get you. You lost. Come and get it, Bruce. He's not. I'll get you.
Damn it, his fucking turret. Return to main menu. I think what I'll do. No.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You no more than two. So You think it'll be that easy?
Shit!
Need a minute. I'm gonna cut you to bits. You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough money to watch my back while I recharge.
Shit! Ah. Okay. So what I will do is for right now, I'm gonna switch games. 'Cause that one's kind of oddly frustrating. And it's gonna take me a minute, I can already see. But yeah, let's see, what game can I switch to? Let's see. um, Actually, I think I might do a little bit of League of Legends. Um, and then go to my stream.